A superstar of TV and film came to town, making a personal appearance. The crowd jammed in, straining for a glimpse of this huge, handsome hunk of Bear. That's right, Bear, a 17-year-old, 1,300-pound Kodiak Bear to be exact. He's Brody, the star of movies like Grizzly Park and P.T. Barnum, and known for his celebrity appearances on all the morning and evening TV talk shows. He looks cuddly, but owner-handler Jeff Watson says, don't be deceived. He's not domesticated. He says if everyone could do it, he'd be out of a job. He looks tame. You'd say, though, he's not tame?
You can never tame a wild animal. I portrayed the real Grizzly Adams in a miniseries back in the 90s. The real Grizzly Adams died as a result of an injury he received from one of his own bears. So you can never tame them down. And there are certain trainers who want to, I think they mislead people into thinking that if you love them, you treat them just right, that you can make a house cat out of them. That's not going to happen. Nobody has, in my opinion, nobody has the ability to make a wild animal surrender its natural instincts. They just don't walk the planet.
Jeff Watson, originally from Bedford, Indiana, has owned bears all his life. He has 4 at home.
Oh! 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 Are you kidding me? Oh!
He travels around the country now educating people about bears, but Jeff still takes every precaution.
We have a bar. The bar's up. Most zoos don't use bars anymore because it's negative. It represents confinement. But you see this little wire down here? This little wire down here represents an electric fence. And that's how we contain him if we want to get him out to film him. He doesn't have to stay in a cage all the time. But when I come to do a sports show with thousands and thousands of people, I want to make sure if there's one trigger that comes in here, it may be a baby, it may be somebody's pheromones, it may be somebody's perfume. If that could trigger him, I want to make sure that I have a physical barrier up that will. What I don't want out of Brody is pacing. Right now he's anticipating me feeding him, but I don't want a bear pacing. We've all seen lions, tigers, bears in captivity pace. That's neurotic behavior. So now he's trying to work me for food.
And he's saying, I want food? Is that what he's saying?
I think that's fried chicken. I think that's what he's saying.
Since Brody has been in captivity all his life, he has no life skills to exist in the wild. But what about this bear's welfare as a performer?
I have the same license that the Indianapolis Zoo has. It's a USDA Animal Plant Health Inspection Service license. Yesterday, which was our first day here, I watched a gentleman up in the bleachers watch me for a considerable amount of time. He came down and introduced himself to me later. He was a VMO, veterinary medical officer with the USDA, and he inspected me to make sure I'm in compliance with the Animal Welfare Act. So we all, whether it's the Indianapolis Zoo, Siegfried and Roy, myself, we have to adhere to the rules and regulations of the Animal Welfare Act. So he's not being abused, but abuse is a relative term. Some people don't think it's fair I have him, and I don't think it's fair some people have kids. So we could swap opinions all day long, but I know what I think is fair. I wouldn't have him in his cage if he wanted to stand up all day, because to me, that's not fair. If he can come here and sleep with barking dogs and kids and eat some fried chicken and chill out, that's fair to me. It's fair for my animal.
So right now, Brody's star is secure. Like all celebrities, though, Brody has to watch out for the up-and-comers in showbiz. Meet Jeff's newest member of the family, 4-week-old Bronson. He's just opening his eyes, and what he sees is a future full of big cities and bright lights.
Hi, I'm Jeff Watson, and this is my bear Bronson. See both my bears coming up next on Pet Pals TV. Stay tuned.